Chinese hackers suspected in breach of powerful DC law firm. Chinese national flag flutter in Tiananmen Square ahead of the annual two sessions on Friday 29, 2024 in Beijing, China. CNN suspected Chinese hackers have broken into an email account of attorneys and advisors at the powerful Washington, D.C. law firm in the apparent intelligence gathering operation. The firm, Oli Rain, told the client this week in a memo reviewed by CNN. The hackers responsible have been known to target information related to trade, Taiwan, and U.S. government agencies involved in the setting tariffs and reviewing foreign investment, said the notice from the firm. We believe, based on the evidence reviewed to date, that a group that may be affiliated with the Chinese government assessed the messages in the Microsoft 365 account of a certain Willie personnel for intelligence gathering purposes, the memo said. The breach comes after the Trump administration escalated America's trade war with China this spring by slapping unprecedented tariffs on Chinese export to the United States. The tit-for-tat tariffs set off the scramble in both government to understand each other's positions. With clients that span the Fortune 500 and a team of top trade attorneys, Willie Rain is the powerful player in helping U.S. companies and the government navigate the trade war with China. The firm described itself as the wired into Washington and says it provides the unmatched insight into the evolving priorities of agencies, regulators, and lawmakers. Willie Rain told the client it is still working to determine what information the hackers accessed. We also notified law enforcement and are coordinating with them. CNN has requested comment from Willie Rain and the FBI, which typically investigate the high-profile hacks with national security implications. Google-owned security firm Mandiant is remediating the hack, the Willie Rain memo said. CNN has requested a comment from Mandiant. Liu Pengyu, a spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in Washington, D.C., said in a statement to CNN, China firmly opposes and combats all forms of cyber attacks and cybercrime, a position that is consistent and clear. At the same time, we also firmly oppose smearing others without solid evidence. It's only the latest suspected Chinese intrusion into a U.S. organization that handles sensitive trade or investment matters. CNN reported in January that Chinese hackers had breached the U.S. government office that reviews foreign investment for national security risk. The foreign investment reviews play a important role in the relationship between the world's two biggest economies. On Friday, the Trump administration announced that it had blocked a Hong Kong-based firm's acquisition of Jupiter Systems, a supplier of audio-visual equipment. The statement cited the potential compromise of Jupiter's product used in the military and critical infrastructure environment. For years across Republican and Democratic administrations, U.S. officials have tried to come to grips with China's formidable cyber capabilities. The FBI has said that China has the bigger hacking program than all other foreign governments combined. The hack of Willie Rain could add to one of the numerous open investigations that the FBI has into Beijing-linked cyber espionage. The FBI is still dealing with the sweeping Chinese compromise of U.S. telecom providers that target the phone communications of senior U.S. leaders, including then presidential candidate Trump, and became public last year. AT&T, Verizon, and other big communication firms are breached. We don't know if we are done identifying victims or if there will be more. Brett Lederman, the assistant director of the FBI's cyber division, said in an interview last month with CNN, referring to the telecom hacking campaign. But the FBI does believe the telecom firms have contained the hackers after many months of investigations, he said. Beijing's cyber doctrine is more than access. Lederman added it is about building long-term leverage. This story has been updated with additional details.